Hello and welcome back to another video on Diablo 4. So today we're going to be going over my 5 top tips to a new player, or just any player really. Some people don't know this, some people may know this, but these are my 5 top tips to pretty much any player. So let's start off with upgrading and enchanting. So let's say I want to enchant these pants, right? So first of all, I would upgrade them. Just I always upgrade them no matter what to tier 5, okay? And then I go over and do the enchanting, and always enchant your items at rare, okay? Don't make them legendary and then enchant. It costs a significant amount of gold to do that, so keep it rare. Enchant at rare. Make sure you enchant your items at rare and then put your aspect onto your legendary, or I'm sorry, onto your rare once you have the enchant you want. Otherwise, if you try to enchant like a necklace or something that's legendary, it's going to cost millions and millions of gold, so don't do that. That's literally tip number 1. That's the biggest tip I can give you to save a lot of gold, because enchanting, especially accessories, cost a lot of gold to re-roll, so keep that in mind. And then the other one, this is real quick. Apparently a lot of people didn't know this, but there's certain aspects. I believe pulverize is one of them. So if you look there, it's 1103, and then when you upgrade it, it does continue to go up. This only works for certain aspects, so we're gonna keep upgrading it. As you see, 1193, and then if I do it one more time, it should go up one more time to 1432. So now what you simply would do with this is, we're not going to be using this, so we are going to go over to the occultist real quick, which is marked on the map by this little mark here. So what the tip is, to certain legendaries, legendary aspects, you can upgrade, right, and then extract it, right? Oh, I didn't click the last upgrade. But anyways, I don't need that, so I'm not going to do it because I need gold. You need so much gold in this game. So 234,000, that's a lot of gold for me. So anyways, yeah, anyways, you just want to upgrade them and then remove them to get the most out of your aspects. Apparently people didn't know that, and I feel bad because I didn't even tell them that. All right, tip number 3, very important. If you've completed your campaign, you're on tier 4, I suggest that you go back. Okay, you're gonna want to switch to tier 1, right? Bear with me. Go back to tier 1, difficulty 1, and then you're gonna want to complete every single dungeon on the map that you have not done. Okay, any map that you haven't done, or sorry, any dungeon you haven't done, you're gonna want to go through and do them. So this is my alt account, or my alt character, so you can see here dungeons, on my alt, you can check here, you press M and then MW, right, and then it'll show you this. So make sure you're checking this. Now this is my alt, so it's gonna say it's not completed. You see how these are redded out though? That means I can't earn these again, but I can re-earn the gold. But there's really no point to re-earn the gold because it's not that much. I feel like once you've completed the renown on one character, this gold amount should like triple or quadruple or something, to make it worth a little bit more and give people incentive to actually do it again on their alts. So anyways, if you're on your main, it'll tell you how many dungeons you're missing in that area, how many Lilith statues you still need in that area, and then side quests, etc. So you definitely want to do all your strongholds. Okay, now before you do your dungeons, the first thing I would do, the very first thing I would do before you start your dungeon grind, is get your Lilith statues. I'll put a link with the map of that in the description below, and what that map allows you to do is check each Lilith statue that you've gotten. So as you're going around the world collecting your Lilith statue, you're going to check them off on the website. And that way, if you have to go AFK or, IRL, whatever, your dog needs to go for a walk, whatever, and you have to turn your game off, you won't lose track of where you were on your Lilith statue. So make sure you utilize that website. It really helped us when we did our grind. So make sure you do that. And also, you can use that website to keep track of which dungeons you've cleared, and then it also shows you pretty much almost everything on the map. It doesn't quite have everything on there, but it does have most stuff on there, which will help you complete your renown. So renown is very important. It also gives you stat points, if you didn't know that, for the Lilith statues. So if you get the Lilith statues, certain statues give you skill points, certain statues give you stat points, certain statues give you paragon points, etc. So make sure you definitely get your renown done. Definitely get all your Liliths collected. Very, very, very important for any character. And these do share, so you only have to do this one time on one character, and it does share between all your characters as long as they're on the same realm, aka either softcore or hardcore. So now the next tip I have is, it's pretty common sense, but I see a lot of people not utilizing it because I guess they're lazy. But it's alts. It's making mules to have extra storage space. I have about 4 or 5 mules right now, which I actually need to go through. I have a lot of stuff I need to sell here. Yeah, so I need to pull a bunch of these yellows to my Discord mule to sell those. But yeah, you can see we only have 4 stash tabs, so you're very limited to space. So I would definitely utilize the extra character slots if you're not going to be making alts. At least 3 or 4 of your character slots should be mules. That'll give you some more bag space. So for example, the reason you would do that is I like to play multiple different builds with one character. So like my druid, for example, there's pulverized build, storm build, tornado build, swipe build. You get my drift. There's a lot of builds I am trying to build for, so I can show them off and stuff like that, and see if they're, can be a good pusher or not, and if we can push nightmare dungeons in that build, etc. So I suggest that you make alts for storage space, so you can store your other sets on that alt, and just keep better organization of your stuff. And then gems, these only stack up to 50. I'm not upgrading them to royal. That costs a hell of a lot of gold. But I am saving these up. I do sell some of these on Discord. Sometimes when I need a little gold really fast, I do sell some. But I do have an alt that just holds gems. Like his job, he just holds gems. He's almost full. So I'm probably going to make one more alt for gems, just to fill up one more alt with gems. And skulls seem to be one of the rarer gems. I don't know why I barely get any skulls compared to all the other gems. So I've been focusing on picking those up a lot. And this is also one that I sell the most, this skull. So yeah, definitely utilize alts for bag space. All right, let's move on to the next one. Now, this one is not really a part of the game, but it is. This one is to utilize the Discord, which is the official Sanctuary Discord for Diablo. So the reason I mention this is because if you come into Sanctuary Diablo 4, I'll be putting this link in the description below. But if you come in here, it'll prompt you to like select your roles and stuff like that. English, Dutch, whatever. Select all that. I selected everything because I want to see everything. So you select what's good for you. But anyways, once you're done selecting that, you can come down to the softcore LFG channels. There's several different channels for LFG that's looking for group. There's several channels for wanting to sell. These are very nice. These are pretty much just like trade channels. This is the want to buy channels, and these are want to sell channels. So definitely utilize the Discord. There is hardcore channels. Now, I do not play hardcore because I have a lot of connection issues, desync issues, lag issues, etc. So I just don't do the hardcore. But if you are in hardcore, I would I would be very cautious if you're going to use the LFG in hardcore. I have trust issues, and I remember back when Path of Exile first came out, me and Etup would troll Kriparian by putting really sketch portals down, and then Cryptarian would port in, and he was Corpse Explosion build at the time, and this is when Cryptarian was a little wee lad, and this is literally when PoE had just come out. He was like level 34, I remember, and he ported in onto the portal we put down for him, and he immediately got insta-gived. And yeah, so I very cautiously use the hardcore LFG channels, okay? Because you will get trolls that try to kill you. So cautiously use that. But if you're hardcore and you want to sell stuff, buy stuff, etc., I freely go ahead and use the want to sell, want to buy channels. But the LFG channels for hardcore, I would be very cautious about this. But the softcore ones, definitely utilize those. Definitely be on those. Again, I'll be putting this link in the description below. If you are trying to make gold to craft, I would sell services. You can see here, you can even see what is hot here. Like everybody's buying Corey, wants to sell Corey. Let's see what people are buying. Want to buy Capstone, so people want to get boosted, need some boost, want to buy Cap 4. So I mean, there are people wanting stuff. There's some people who buy gems. I'm not sure. I've never seen people buy elixirs, but I keep elixirs that I don't drink. So they're, you know, it's whatever. And then there's a lot of people selling like Corey, blind burrows. You can just see here, want to sell tier 50 plus nightmare, 2 runs, 50 clear 1 spot. So you can pretty much get anything you need on the Discord. So make sure that you're utilizing this. This is going to be my 5th and final tip. Oh, and a bonus tip, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel for future videos on covering Diablo 4 content. We got a lot planned. We got a lot more videos coming out, so make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel to not miss any of that. And yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for all the support, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a good day, and peace.